A very warm welcome to ET Studios, powered by ET Auto. We're coming to you live from the Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2025 here in Delhi. Joining me now is Dr. Sheetal Gulecha, Head of Operations at Powermax Tyre. Welcome, Dr. Sheetal. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. We are here at Bharat Mobility.
Yes.
And we are into tire component.
Yes.
And our basic strength is tire, two-wheeler tire.
Wonderful.
And slowly we have ventured into all our bigger sizes as well, like agricultural, LCVs, OTRs, and industrial. At the same time, we also have this ATV tires, which is lawn garden, which is like recreational, because people today are more into recreational activities.
Yes.
So we've also developed those kind of tires, which is industry in demand more. Because basically in India, do not do much into this kind of segments. So we have a very wide range in all the different segments covered by the requirements of the market.
Wonderful. So what I'm hearing here is there's a lot of innovation that's happening.
Yes.
On your side, how do you view India really blossoming into this role of a manufacturing hub, innovation hub, and really growing on a global market for the auto industry?
Yes, India had made its footprint almost globally. Today, we are the talk of the world globally. People now slowly are shifting from China and more looking the investment opportunities in India.
Absolutely.
This is basically because of the quality which India gives and the culture what we have.
Yes.
And the customer-centric approach basically what we have has welcomed them a lot, and that's the reason India is basically inviting a lot of foreign investors in terms of innovations because of the innovations we have.
Yes.
We have a different level of thinking.
Yes.
We do a lot of grassroots, digging out all the research and other things, and we try to bring out the best out of the products, best manufacturing facilities and other things. Yes.
Wonderful. So, Dr. Sheetal, what would you say are some of the steps that Indian auto manufacturers should really look at when it comes to fostering healthy, sustainable collaborations with foreign investors, foreign organizations? What does it take?
See, to my thing, I feel like they should look in what the customer requires, what the globe requires from India. And we should, rather than giving us what we do it to them, we should try to understand what is their requirement according to the market, what they are into. And I think if we are able to capture that, then definitely we will be able to invite a lot of foreign collaborations. Second thing, innovations indeed is the most prominent factor.
Yes.
Innovation along with sustainable. It should be a win-win situation. It should be a longer relationship, a longer, healthier relationship for both the countries. It should be only then it might progress in future a lot.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But this is a very important point, because if you're looking at a sustainable long-term solution, how can companies create a balance between their growth, rapid growth, but also sustainable solutions?
See, now it has become a mandate. In fact, inculcating the sustainable factor itself as such has become the mandate of the day.
Yes.
So it goes parallel, one in one hand together. So we cannot keep aside sustainable and cannot keep doing business together. It only merges it together. Only then we can have it. So any aspect today we are still on the way and path. It's just a nascent stage. It's just initial stages. But there is a lot more to look into when it comes to sustainability.
Yes.
It is a lot more to look into where you'll have to go in hand together. And as I repeat once again, it should be a longer term, whatever we are doing it.
Yes.
The sustainable asset itself is a longer term, whatever you've been doing. So that is what it's to my
Absolutely. Great. Can you give us a sneak peek what, according to you, are some of those long-term steps or some of the future trends that we may see?
See, one thing is continuous improvement.
Yes.
One is a good customer relationship. Customer-friendly approach is very important. Those days it was very stereotype where people used to follow a lot of protocols and other things. But today people believe in a lot of good relationship.
Yes.
One-to-one friendly kind of approach.
Very true.
A friendly kind of approach will always gives a sense of belongingness, not only to the country but also to the organization. It tries to healthen up the relationship.
Yes.
So to me, customer-friendly, customer-centric approach, more than centric approach also, I'd say friendly approach to the customer, innovation, and as well as, world-class equipments. Today, we are all moving towards world-class equipments because slowly we all are trying, AI has come and slowly we are trying to reduce the labor force as well. This will help us to maintain a quality. because whenever the labor is on the hands-on, there are possibilities of errors. But basically, when it is an technological driven, you are ruling out all kind of these factors. This will help us to gain confidence with the customers.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you mentioned AI because, of course, no conversation on innovation, technology can be had without mentioning AI, right? Can you give us your perspective on where the Indian auto industry stands today when it comes to all the intervention thanks to AI, the developments, the progress?
Indian auto industry has always been the top when it comes to the world. World always eyes on India whenever it comes to auto sector. Auto components, auto sector, automobile industry, India ranks the top one. Whether it be two-wheeler manufacturing, two-wheeler is the topmost selling thing in India. So going forward also, India will never stop. It keeps gaining a lot of momentum. At the same time, a lot more will come to India.
Yes. So you see AI being
AI definitely being a very important part. You have to take in always a positive side. Everything has both pros and cons, but you have to take a positive side of it and see how it will help us to progress your business as well as the country's moving forward. Because the country cannot side by do something else and we cannot do something else manufacturing. It should go hand in hand together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And before we wrap up, just your insights on how a platform like this, Bharat Mobility, can really further the needs of the Indian auto industry, can really help put India even further on a global map.
Yes, see, these kind of platform, again, as I tell you, it helps to understand, because we have here traders, we have here manufacturers, we have here retailers, wholesalers, all different industrial sectors come here, wherein it is very good to understand what is the requirement. At the ground level, when you meet people, you are manufacturing and you're doing at your own space and your style. But when you meet people, you get a lot of insight direct from word of mouth. Always gives a lot of insight to you. It helps you to modify what exactly people require. And today it is not only with respect to your fashion industry or maybe textile industry. People today in auto industry also looking for these kind of trends. When I talk about tire, I talk about the thread pattern. People now look for, though it is just running on the roads, it doesn't mean like that. People looking for the thread pattern, how beautiful they are, how aesthetic they are. So that helps in moving more faster to the growth.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you so much for your insights. Really interesting perspective there. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's a pleasure here too.
Thank you.